So if we took a regular decimal number, we would write it 17, which means 1 times 10 plus 7. But if we were going to write that in binary base 2, we would write it as 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 sub 2. And the way this works is we start at the highest power. So this goes 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. So we would have 1 times 16. You see this 1 here and here. And you would have 0 times 8. And then you would just keep going all the way down. So 0 times 4 plus 0 times 2 plus 1 times 1. And then you realize this is actually the same number. It's still 17. It's just written differently. And it turns out you can do this with lots of different bases. You don't have to use base 2. And when you want to convert between them, there are lots of different ways to do it. Let me teach you an algorithm by hand that's pretty easy and straightforward. So we're taking a number that we want to convert to binary, and then we're going to divide by 2, and we're going to track the remainder. So let's say that the number I want to convert is 77. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my starting number, and I'm going to say when I divide by 2, what's the remainder? What do I get? Well, when I divide, it doesn't even matter so much what the number is, but 77 divided by 2 is going to be 38, but with a remainder of 1. And then if I divide 38 by 2, I get 19 with a remainder of 0. And then if I divide 19 by 2, I get 9 with a remainder of 1. And then if I divide 9 by 2, I get 4 with a remainder of 1. And then if I divide 4 by 2, I get 2 with a remainder of 0. And if I divide 2 by 2, I get 1, the remainder of 0. And then if I divide 1 by 2, I get 0 with a remainder of 1. The way I read this is I read it up from the bottom. So when I convert this number to binary, it would be 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, base 2. And it's a pretty straightforward algorithm because you just have to do basic division. And if you're not 100% sure what the multiplication is there, it's totally okay to use a calculator. The important thing is whether you're getting a remainder or not. And then when you read off the remainders that you got through that process, you get the actual binary form of that number. So this is the binary form of 77. So I'd like for you all to try it. Would you use this algorithm to find for me, when you write 29 in binary, what is it? 29 in binary is what?